Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to X Japan. Welcome to another guitar lesson. And this time we're looking at One and Only by BAND-MAID. So hopefully you already saw the cover. It was kind of part of my 3,000 subscriber special, and that hopefully went out yesterday. If this video goes out in time, or maybe 2 days ago, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I decided not to wear the maid costume for the lesson. I thought since these arrived, these are the first samples of the official X Japan t-shirt, so I'm kind of I ordered a black one and one in this color just to see what it was like. So yeah, those will be available fairly soon, so just keep an eye out for that. I might do like a live stream to kind of launch them, so yeah, just watch the space for that one. So yeah, hopefully you saw the cover. I'll link it down below and at the end of the video, but if you're here to learn the song, then let's do it. So One and Only is kind of an obscure one, I guess, but it's always been one of my favorites, and I actually saw them play it live for the first time. It was before even World Domination came out, I think. It was maybe the first time I saw them live, and they were, they said they were going to play a new song, and they actually played this one. So it was the first time anyone really had heard it. But yeah, so it was really awesome. So it's always been a favorite of mine to do, and the reason I chose it for the cover was just it was a good one to jump about to, because it's actually quite easy. This might actually be the easiest BAND-MAID song I've done so far. So if you're a beginner, just starting out and stuff, this actually would be quite a good one to learn. Okay, so before we get into the cover, we'll just go over tuning and stuff. So tuning for the song, we're actually in just standard tuning, but we're half a step down. So if I just play a G chord, sounds like that. Signal chain for this, I'm using a bit of a different setup that I did for the cover. I'm not using the orange this time. I'm actually using a new pedal that I just got. Which is the 1991 from Funny Little Boxes. I had this, it was like a waiting list for it when it first sort of got announced, and that was like about 6 months ago, so it finally arrived, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's supposed to kind of capture the Pearl Jam sound, and not just that, but like all the music from the 1991 period. It's basically just like a cranked Marshall with a drive, so I'm really loving the sound. It sounds great. So yeah, we're going to use that today, and a little bit of reverb coming from the Universal Audio Golden Reverberator.
Intro!
So yeah, so let's kick things off with the intro, which is just basically this. Just random slides and just noises and kind of palm mutes and stuff, so nothing too complicated there. And then we get into the actual intro. So I actually did both Miku's parts and Konami's parts this time for the cover, just because it is quite easy and they kind of share parts a lot of the time. So what I'll do is I'll do Miku's part for the part that I'm talking about, and then Konami's part, which is like the lead part. Excuse the kids in the background, they're obviously just playing away, but yeah, hopefully they won't be too noisy. Okay, so once we come out of that cool, little intro with the noises and stuff, we get into the chords. So this is the part that Miku plays. Okay, so all that is an A minor, up to a C, C major, and then which is an F, and then down to a C again. So you could play there, but I don't know. I watched her play it live, and she goes down here. Okay, and that's all Miku does for the intro. What Konami does over that is basically play like her classic octave. Okay, so what she does here is she starts on the 5th here, and that's 5 to 8 to 10. And then she comes down, changes the root note to the 5th. So we're skipping the D string and going to the G string on the 12. And then she goes down to 3. And then down to 2. Just for one strum. Second time round. Second time she just does it like a bend. And you could bend the whole thing, but the sort of the bend that you hear is on the G string on the 5th. but you kind of have to bend them together. And that's it.
Verse 1.
Okay, so into the verse, I think they both pretty much play the same thing here, or Miku maybe doesn't play anything. So we play like an A sus2, which is just like an A chord but without your third finger. So it's just open A, 2, 2, and then the rest open. And then G. And then you go to the F. And just those kind of strums. And then she does this picking part. So this time I'm not covering the second on the G string. And then you just change the root note for the G there. And then we go back to the F. Okay, and yeah, strumming wise, you know, you just have to follow along with the track. It'll be a bit too difficult to explain, but it's all palm muted. Okay, last bit kind of ends like that. Oh yeah, and then we're into the chorus.
Koroso!
Okay, so Miku's part for the chorus, really simple. She's just playing an F. And then it goes to a G major and then to an A minor. So very easy. You could even play this in open chord form. But I actually think she maybe does switch to open chords when Konami, sort of in the last half, when Konami starts playing like the high lead part, because it kind of, the sound kind of opens up a bit. So I feel like she's maybe changing to open chords there. Konami's part. Okay, so this is just, so we're basically barring these two strings here. So it's the D and the G on the 5th fret. So the first, and then we've got our first finger placed on the 4th fret G string behind. So that's on the G. Okay, so it's just back and forth. Back to the 4. And then D string. So, and you know, the notes kind of bleed into each other, so they kind of sound, you know, it's kind of like a lead and a chord at the same time. And that's all it is. And then after that, then she changes and plays, she bars the high E and the B on the 8th fret. And then I think she goes down here, so you might want to use the 3rd and 4th fingers. And that's it. Very simple.
Verse 2.
Okay, second verse. It's just the same chords, but we're palm muting this time. That's it. Just the A, G, F. And then back into those picking patterns again. And then into the F, it's just a bit more, it's just the same, but just a wee bit more. And you kind of end it like that. You have to follow the drums. Okay, but it's just the same chords and everything. Palm muted. Chorus, exactly the same. And then we go into a little solo middle 8 part.
Guitar! Solo!
So Miku and Konami almost do like a back and forth here. So I think what Miku does is it's basically like a bar on the G and B on the G. Sorry, on the 12th fret. So you just that, and then you add in the 13 on the B, and then Konami does her bit. Hey, what's up, guys? Editing Axe here. So I just realized that I missed out part of this little Miku part here over the solo. So I'll just stick it in here quickly. Didn't see the need to get the camera out or anything. I'll just tell you what the notes are and positions and stuff. So after this little bit, so this is the bit I missed out. So you basically just bar the 12th fret, high E, B, and just put your second finger on the 13 and just 2 on the 13 and then off to the 12 and then hammer back onto the 13. And that's it. I think that's pretty much all it is. Konami's part, a little bit more complicated, but still fairly easy solo by Konami standards. So all we're doing here is like a little trill on the 16 and 17 on the B. Finishing on the 17 on the G. After that trill part, it's just like a up and down bend on the 15 on the B, to the 13 on the B, and then finish with the same kind of trill, but just a hammer on pull off and then to the 17. Okay, all together. Okay, then it goes into 15 on high E. These are all kind of like on off beats, so I kind of like to play them on upstrokes. So 15, and then 16 to 17 on the B, 16 to 17 on the G, and then 17 to 19 on the D. And then we finish it like this. So that's all in the G, and it's 12 to 14. There's like a little rest in between. Then 14 to 16. Then 16 to 17. And then 17 to 19. And then up and down bend. And then it's into just the kind of pre-chorus. So again on the G. So that's just 12, to 9, then to 7, and then back to 9. And then finish on the 12 before it goes back into the chorus. And then chorus is exactly the same. And then the only extra bit is we have this like tremolo picking part, which is definitely the hardest part of the song. And if you're a beginner, I would probably just skip this part because yeah, it is tricky because there is a string skip. So we're skipping over the B when we do this. I'm not going to try and play it at full speed because I'm not warmed up at all. But it is 2nd fret G string, then up to 5, and then 3 on the high E, and then to 8 on the high E. Yeah, it's tricky to skip that string. If you're not used to doing that, it's quite difficult. And then once you, the second time round it finishes, you just hold that. And then, sorry, that's at the end of the first time, and then at the end of the second time, you just kind of chromatically slide up. and then it goes back into the last chorus. And that's it. After the last chorus, it goes into the intro again, but it's just exactly the same as what we've covered before. So yeah, that's it, guys. Very quick lesson. So yeah, like I said, very easy song, and perfect for beginners. You could pretty much get through the whole song, and you can kind of mix and match Konami and Miku's parts when you play. So just if you're playing along with the track, just play whatever part you feel like. It's pretty cool that way. Okay, guys, so thank you again so much for watching, and again, thank you so much. We hit the 3,000 subscribers, so I'm over the moon with that. So I feel, perfect time to bring out a t-shirt. I know it's probably a little bit early in sort of like YouTube days, but I don't know. I just I had this design and I just thought, why not, So if you want one, like I said, keep an eye out. I'll be releasing information on that and you can grab one. So there's going to be this blue one. There'll be a black one, there'll be a hoodie where this design will be on the back, and there'll be like a kanji symbol here on the front, and there'll be also a black t-shirt that will be the same kind of design, because I know a lot of you like to have the sort of main design on the back. So again, it'll be this on the back, but with the little kanji symbol here. So cool, so look forward to that. Thank you guys again so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.